Siddharth, for being here. Dr. Pradyumna Vyas is the former director of the National Institute of Design. He's also the anointed president of the World Design Council, World Design Organization, WDO. Next year, he'll in the design domain. He's also a chair of our jury for the 5th year. You have Mr. Kamlesh Pandey, who talked to you, and he's started in advertising, but he's truly a legend in using his creative talent. So I just want to tell you, we have you met Mona ji and Ms. Ohra, you met, Rahul. But this session is about you. Siddhant, you come a long way. You're a very popular actor, very accomplished actor, and a youth icon. How does Siddhant Chaturvedi see himself?
First of all, thank you so much for the audio visuals, and thank you so much for cheering for me. How do I see myself? Personally, it's very different from what you saw here.
Those are your roles.
Yeah, it's balancing your personal life. This is what I've always wanted to be. I was also pursuing chartered accountancy. I cleared my CPT, my graduation, my IPCC. My finals were due. And I just wanted to be an actor, but as you know, it's not that easy to get in from where I come from. So I kept trying and hustling, and that's become my identity, and I still don't feel that I've achieved enough. I feel so honored sitting in front of you guys and, being able to speak. I think it's thank you so much for having me. I'm just very, very honored. But yeah, personally, I just feel it's an ongoing chase to find yourself beyond this, because this can be very misleading, as you say. I mean, the stars or the actors you see are not exactly who they are. I really struggle, and I really try to be who I am off screen, and retain that as much as possible. It's not about success. It's not about achieving more and more. It's all about just retaining myself amidst this chaos of the industry I am in. So it's just me trying to be that same kid who wanted to achieve more and more, and I'm just trying very hard every day to do that. Also at the same time balancing this out. So yeah, that's what it is to be here.
Siddhant, you're very humble. You achieved a lot in a very short span of time. You're very young, so I'm sure your best is yet to come, a lot more. I do want to ask you, how has life changed for you? You're famous now, you're acclaimed, people recognize you, there's a body of work. What has changed for Siddhant Chaturvedi in the last few years?
My number has changed for sure. My phone number.
Swiss bank account number or the phone number?
Just the phone number. Okay. Because when I used to audition, I used to get I hardly used to get any calls. But after I made it, the phone started flooding of the same people I had sent my profile 5-10 years back. And they kept calling. So yeah, I mean, after a point of time, I had to change my number. But anyway, that just... what has changed primarily is the outlook towards life. Basically, yes, I have achieved this much, and this is all I wanted all my life. But when you reach there are two ways to go about it. Either you feel like you want more, or you feel like, okay, I saw everything, now I'm okay, I'm satisfied. I constantly have this urge of not reached my destination or manzil, as I would say. I feel I'm constantly chasing that yet, and I still don't know what it is. And I feel every time I reach a point where I want to be, I feel there's something more. That's just constantly just chasing, and that's something which makes me, going. That's something which makes me wake up every morning, and that's my ikigai, I would say. And other than that, as I said in the first question of yours, sir, that I am trying to retain everything which I had. So I'm not changing anything about myself. My friends are the same. I stay with my family. Everything, the ethics, the morals, the values, I try to keep it exactly what they are.
Thank you. Siddhant, you are a youth icon. Lots of young people look up to you. And today, one of the big issues is mental health, mental well-being, social media, the pressure of performance, peer pressure. You know, it's huge because of social media and the way our society has shaped up. What is your advice to young people in terms of keeping themselves even-keeled?
My advice to young people, sir, I would say I'm still young, so I don't know what to advise myself on this because we are all facing the same thing, you know. Because back then, जब हम लोग छोटे थे, when we were kids, we used to play outside. हमारे पास बहुत सारी चीजें करने के लिए थी. अब कुछ 5-6 साल से I feel we are just stuck on our phones, and I did a film on that. And sir also, you know, so I had a chance to work with sir. He played my father in that. It's about we are just caged in our own thoughts, and the phone is kind of just making you more anxious. It's talking about people who are achieving more than you. It's talking about people who are getting more likes than you. So it kind of affects the growth of you know, a kid because they're tuned in a very different way. They're definitely smarter than us. But you know, when we say the nuances of life, जो जिंदगी की बारीकियां होती हैं, वो कहीं ना कहीं I feel छूट जाती हैं. अपने आसपास के लोगों से बातचीत नहीं होती, उनके इतने दोस्त नहीं होते. जो भी दोस्त होते हैं सोशल मीडिया पे या ऑनलाइन होते हैं. पेरेंट्स से इतनी बातें नहीं होती. नॉलेज बहुत ज़्यादा है, ज्ञान बहुत ज़्यादा है, हमसे डेफिनेटली ज़्यादा. हमको इतना सब नहीं पता था जब हम बच्चे थे. लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं उस चक्कर में एक दूरी पैदा हो गई है जिस वजह से आई थिंक दे आर नॉट एबल टू शेयर व्हाट दे आर फीलिंग एंड दे कीप इट इंटरनली एंड देयर ओनली डोपामाइन रिलीफ इज likes and comments and reels. So I think social media should be, I feel, if an advice would be to use it because it's a part of our lives, but use it in a very you should keep a check on that.
Measured way.
Measure it, yeah. That's something there, and I think, yeah, that's all it is. Everything else, I think, should be fine if you just put a check on the information, which is we are loaded with information right now. So just control that information which is going in your head because you're hearing everything, you're listening everything, but nothing is getting registered. Everything is just passing. You know everything, but you don't know anything. So I think...
By the way, they say the more you know, the less you know.
Yeah, and the more you know, the lonely you are.
Yes.
Because...
you know, there's a UB40 song called Higher Ground. I won't sing it, otherwise everyone will run away.
No, so I want you to sing it.
I sing at parties where you call 500 people and 1,000 show up, then I start singing it back to 200. But that's for another day. Siddhant, you've done many roles. And every role has its excitement, every role has its nuances, every role has the satisfaction of doing it. Which is your favorite role that you've done?
It's like asking which is your favorite kid or which is your favorite parent. I can't decide. I can never decide on this. None of them are my favorite. At the same time, all of them are my favorite. None of them, why? Because I feel I can do better. My favorite is the next one. And that always will be the next one, I feel. It's never in the past. Yeah, and all of them are my favorites also because there's a dualism in this statement because I also am a product of whatever I've played. And I've got where I have is because of whatever I've played. So I cannot choose any of it. I think you should ask the people what they like and even if they've seen my films, but I think it's the people who will decide the best. I just do my work, go back home, take a shower, wash off my character, go back to being who I am, and the next day just put on the clothes or the makeup or the costume and just go back on set and shoot. So yeah, I never take my characters home and never get inspired from them.
And thank you, Siddhant. You know, when you get a role, how do you prepare for the role? Of course, you would get briefing from your director, from your script writer, you'd go through material. But beyond that, is it something that you do which really gets you, if I can say, in the flow for that role? Is there a special technique you follow? Is there SOP you follow?
Well, the only technique is win the director. Firstly, you need to be married to the director, and I do that. even before the film start or any film starts, I sit with the director, I chat, and I just want to know that person and just connect. It's almost like dating the director. And as soon as I get the vision of the director, all I feel is that I have to now kind of paint it on the canvas. There is no particular technique. Every director is different. Every director's way of functioning is very different. So yeah, I mean, it keeps changing, but there's no one method, I would say. I think the closest would be I write down everything. I write as well. I love writing. So I write down the whole journey or whatever I feel about the character or the emotions which are coming to me when I read the script. I write it down, on a piece of paper or in a diary, and I just keep a record of that as of how I'm feeling. So that's all it is, and that's, I think, pretty basic to follow.
Yeah, writing helps you in internalization. Anything you write, it gets fired in your brain and gets into your subconscious. Yes. Siddhant, again, you worked with many directors, many actors. Who are the directors who are your favorite from the ones that you worked? And who are the directors you want to? I am not saying director because you're very young, so you have a long career ahead of you, hopefully, and I'm sure. Which are the directors you want to work with in the near future?
Who are the directors I want to work with? Those who want to work with me. I mean, they should cast me and they should have that faith that I can pull that off. But if I had to choose, I would say I would want to work with Zoya again.
Why? And why?
Because all I know about acting, all I know about cinema, everything just goes back to the origin of how it started. I've been on sets before that. I have done a couple of series before that, but that experience was just wholesome in a way where she almost groomed you to be a better actor on screen and a better, personality off screen as well. How to conduct yourself in people. So she really taught me a lot. I still keep learning from her. So I think she'll be my number one pick. I would also want to work with, there's so many of them, so I just can't.
That's why I said directors.
It's a long, long list. I'd say Vidhu Vinod Chopra. I've been a fan of his film since I watched Parinda in the theaters when the Vidhu Vinod Chopra festival was going on. I remember my dad bought me a ticket and he's like, just go and watch this. And I had not discovered his films before that. Because we were from the Govinda and Salman, Shah Rukh and that kind of cinema. And my dad was like, you need to watch this. And I was blown away. I went alone to the theater and I think I was 16 years old and I was blown away. And again, I've been following his work and now 12th Fail. It's so inspiring for me. It's so relatable. So I think he's also one of the directors I want to work with. The director I want to work with also desperately is right now my producer. So I won't say who, but yeah, I mean, fingers crossed, and hopefully he'll direct me also very soon.
Beautiful. I'm sure I do believe what you put out in the universe comes true, and I'm sure with your versatility, it will happen. Siddhant, you're very successful, okay? What does success mean to you? I know it's a cliched question, but I ask it to every person I talk to. How do you define success?
For me, I'd say there's something which I keep wondering about this thought. What is success? And how to kind of dissect it and how to understand. And so I had come up with something which, I had written it down on a piece of paper, and there's also a page, City Chats, where I write it down. So I had written that success creates responsibility. Failure creates a responsible person. So for me, it's both of them are very, very equal, I feel. For me, success is as good as failure. You need to fail to succeed in life eventually. And yeah, I mean, once you get successful, you have responsibility because you need to maintain that. But if you fail, you're a responsible person because you know that what errors you've made in the past and you need to rectify that. So मैं वो भेदभाव नहीं करता सक्सेस और फेलियर में. जो कल फेलियर था कल सक्सेस हो सकता है, जो सक्सेस था वो कल फेलियर हो सकता है. I feel that I am still not that successful as much as the potential I feel I have. Maybe the opportunities or the timing or the industry going, the dynamics or the pandemic, whatever happened. I came in 2019, everything just shut down. So I feel my full potential hasn't been explored, and I would consider success as a as a feeling when I feel that I have earned it as much. Success for me is choice. When I get choices about things I want to do. So yeah, I think I'm relatively successful, but that idea of success, as I said in the start, that I'm still chasing. I need to just do better, and I just need to keep doing better.
You're young, and there's a favorite author of mine, and Randy Pausch. He wrote a book called The Last Lecture. He did in his college before he passed away, and he said, there's nothing called failure. Experience is what you get when you don't get what you want. So everything is an experience. And the person never fails. It's the idea, project, as long as you can learn from it and improve and give it another go. And somebody else, I don't know who said, yes, the definition of success is going from one failure to another without the loss of enthusiasm. Don't think of a politician, okay, but any. But, I heard your and Mr. Kamlesh Pandey's conversation, and Kamlesh ji ने आपसे पूछा आप बलिया से हैं? और आपने बोला हाँ मैं बलिया से हूँ. फिर आपने बोला हमारी मिट्टी में ही ऐसा है. तो आपकी मिट्टी में ऐसा क्या था कि वो आपको यहाँ तक लेके आ पाई है?
देखिए वो मिट्टी ऐसी है कि मिट्टी में ही पले पड़े हैं सर. और वो जो नीचे से आता है उसके लिए सिर्फ ऊपर ही ऊपर जाना होता है ज़िंदगी में. तो मेरे माता पिता यहाँ आए, उन्होंने संघर्ष किया, मैं आया, मैंने कोशिश की, तो कुछ देखा ही नहीं था ज़िंदगी में. और जो भी कुछ देखा था वो इतना नया था और इतना बड़ा था खुद की हैसियत से ज़्यादा. तो लगा यार ये सब कुछ हासिल करना है. और उस मिट्टी में वो बात है कि यार जब आप कहीं नीचे से आते हैं तो आपके पास ये होता है कि यार अब या तो यहीं रह जाओ या तो बढ़ जाओ. तो वो जो बागीपन है उस बलिया की मिट्टी में, चाहे बलिया नहीं कोई भी छोटा शहर हो, जो छोटे शहर वाले, मैंने एक और चीज़ लिखी थी मैं बताता हूँ. मैंने लिखा था कि छोटे शहर वाले में आपने खासकर देखा और छोटे शहरों में ना जो मोटरसाइकिल होती है उसमें रेयर व्यू मिरर निकाल देते हैं, होते नहीं है. देखा होगा आपने कहीं रास्ते पे चलते हुए जो रेयर व्यू मिरर होता है, इट्स नॉट देयर. और मैंने लिखा था क्योंकि छोटे शहरों में ना पीछे देखने की आदत नहीं होती कभी, हमेशा आगे आगे और आगे देखना होता है. तो कभी सिखाते नहीं है पीछे देखना वो लोग. ये तो शहर हैं जो रोक देते हैं ट्रैफिक सिग्नल पे, नहीं तो छोटे शहर वाले तो जहाँ से जहाँ आते हैं वो कुछ ना कुछ कर जाते हैं.
ब्यूटीफुल. मैं भी गुड़गांव से हूँ, अभी वाला गुड़गांव नहीं, जो पुराना वाला गुड़गांव था 50 साल पहले. तो मेरे बच्चे मजाक भी उड़ाते हैं बिकॉज दे वर बोथ बॉर्न इन दिल्ली. एंड आई एम वेरी प्राउड ऑफ what my parents gave me and my beginnings. But this session is about you. My last question before I bring in 2 or 3 audience questions. If I talk to Siddhant Chaturvedi in 12 months, 15 months, what would have Siddhant Chaturvedi achieved in the next 12, 15 months? Of course, new roles, new scripts, new success, that's a given. Where you are in your life, you're only going to go higher and higher and do better and better. But is there a bucket list you have?
So for me, what would we talk is basically, for me, that would be being able to talk to you about a lot more things and have a conversation, because there's so much, you have so much of experience and I won't be able to add to that experience. So in the next 12 months when I come, maybe we can have a more mature talk, or we can have like a more in-depth talk about the things you have to share, which I might not have it right now. So I need to learn. And sitting with you people and everybody here in the room, I feel that I need to up my game. I need to learn about a lot of things. And I constantly thrive to keep doing that. So in 12, sir, फिल्में चले ना चले, शायद 12 महीने कुछ हो ना, पिक्चर आए नहीं चले, वो होता रहेगा जिंदगी में. उतना मैंने कमा लिया मुझे लगता है. लेकिन as a person, I want to grow more. I want to know more. And that's the reason I'm here. I'm here just to be with you guys and just maybe as you say, networking. For me, networking is to get to know some of you and just have a chat and sit and just talk about the future of India and a lot more things. Because as a young and responsible person who's been given this opportunity to represent a part of the youth, I feel I need to know more. I just cannot be this actor who just is seen walking out of the gyms and walking into restaurants.
That's why I never go to the gym. Never. I delegate it to my EA. She does it 1 hour for herself and 1 hour for me. And that's not a joke, okay? She does 2 hours of gymming. But on a serious note, please give Mr. Siddhant Chaturvedi a big round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you for...